Liverpool is a vibrant city and is home to many cultures. In this film, we're going to take a look at the West Indian, Caribbean and Chinese cultures and the region, Dominoes and Mahjong.
Both games originated as dice games. They came to China from India, where instead of dice, they used bone or ivory tiles. It then came to Europe, where through the translation, it became the game of dominoes that we know today. So I'm going to go uptown and find out more, and Elaine's going to go downtown and let you know.
I've found a great myth relating to Mahjong. It originates back to the time of Confucius. Now that was about 500 years before the Christian era, a pretty long time ago. Apparently, in the court of King Wu, there was a beautiful girl who lived in seclusion. And to save herself from utter boredom, she invented a game with little tiles. She also invited her 3 maids along to play it with her. Now, Mahjong was kept exclusively for the royal classes for centuries. It was against the law for commoners to play, and if they were found playing, then it was the death penalty. But fortunately, the ban was lifted, and so Mahjong was able to find its way across the world, and it eventually arrived in England and America in the 1920s. But let's see if we can find someone playing it today. Hello. We're just doing a short film about Mahjong and we wondered if you played Mahjong?
No, I can't.
Does any of your family play?
No.
No.
My family in Hong Kong.
Thank you very much. Nobody plays.
Dominoes came from Chinese inheritance. The question is when it came to Europe. The Italians gave it to the French, and in the 18th century, the French prisoners of war brought it over to England, where it was played in the inns and taverns. I've read that the oldest set of dominoes was found in Tutankhamun's tomb, which was way back in 1355 BC, which shows how long the games existed for.
Nope. I think it's too early.
I've found a player. Benny has been playing Mahjong for years. This is the place where we might be able to see people playing.
I'm at the Merseyside Caribbean Community Centre, and hopefully if anybody does play as dominoes, they'll play it here. So I'm going to find out more.
Perfect timing. I've just been speaking to Ken Tam, who's the chairman of the Sea Yip Association. Tomorrow there's going to be a demonstration of Tai Chi and Mahjong. How fab is that?
Well, looks like I found the right place. They play dominoes regularly in here and they have tournaments. I believe the guy I need to speak to is further up the road in a place called Hector Peterson. This is Hector Peterson. My sources tell me this guy's had dinner with the Queen. Hopefully we'll get to meet Herbie Higgins now, MBE.
I do a voluntary lunch club 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, with a team of volunteers. We've got people comes in, social service minibus brings people here and take them back home, and we got residents and other friends.
Without this lunching club, we would really differ a lot. But we are neat, have a talk, somewhat playing dominoes, you can see over there.
It keeps me in touch, you know what I mean, with what's going on down here, you know.
62, 62, 1 and 6.
As you can see, it's very, very well mixed. Here we had Chinese, we had Arabs, we have Haitians, we had West Indians, We had English white, Irish. It's a multi-mix. I came to Liverpool May 1951. I received the MBE for community work. I do a lot of voluntary work throughout the country.
Can you tell me how often you play dominoes?
At Hector Peterson here, we play religiously. We play every Monday night on Wednesday night. And at the Caribbean Centre, we open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights for dominoes.
I believe you've got a tournament on Saturday. Could you tell me more about it, please?
Huddersfield is coming down to play us in Liverpool. We are a part of the Northern League. We've got a Northern and a Southern League. The Northern League take us as far back as Sheffield, Leeds, Preston, Huddersfield, Manchester, and Liverpool. With the Southern League, because we're not members of their league, we get invitation because they love coming to Liverpool. Sometimes teams coming from London, and it's 252-seaters coach.
Do you often go to them?
Yes, I don't miss going out, because going out you meet different people. You meet people that you've not met in 50 years. You know, suddenly you just bump into these people. So it is a good experience. It's a cheap way touring around as well, you know, meeting friends, making friends.
Well, I'll see you Saturday at the tournament.
Taiji, you learn the movements first. You have to clear your mind, only one single mind. And then you start the beating. That's called the internal exercise. You must follow the movement in the same time. That means called a natural beating with a natural movement, all in the same time. Mahjong is the Chinese social game, and most of Chinese, they play them. And some of them start 5, 6 years old, they know already how to play because from the parent or grandparents or things like that. And we believe if anyone older to play Mahjong, I'm sure you never catch any Parkinson disease. That's what they say, that's the story. Because play Mahjong, the hand exercise, you bring work all the time. And you're talking about since you hold that 13 of them, your mind is working all the way, non-stop. If I tell you now, it's just the war game, the war to protect the north, the war protect the south, and that's the way. It's the army's game. So how to protect, you sit right in the middle. But the thing is 18 Mahjong in each war. Each person had to hold 13 or 14. You had to hold 14 first and then throw one away. So that means you got 13 all the time. Now, you're talking about the Mahjong. Now, why so difficult and so awkward to learn? Because we're talking about a war game now. We're talking about over 2,000 years ago. Between the north of the Yellow River and the south of Yellow River is two separate countries. The emperor of the north of the Yellow River, this emperor is very clever because all the soldiers got nothing to do. He just set the game to this soldier. All them soldiers had to learn. They need to think how to attack, how to defend from the south, from the east, from the north, from all different directions they're thinking about. So he just set this game for the soldiers. After that, this law of empire is take over the whole of China. The people just tell each other, wow, that game is so interesting. So we learned that, and because we win the war because that game. So after generation, up to now, after over 2,000 years, the people still very interesting to do it. But now, in this day, they use this mahjong to do a little bit of gamble, to pay a little bit of money. It's more fun. In Hong Kong, it's very popular, especially in any special day, something like the wedding or the Chinese New Year or something like that. It's called a social. And sometimes you work with some kind of company, you invite the boss over for the party. If anyone want to keep the boss happy, sometimes you sit in front of someone next to you, you always have to put the mahjong, the best one, for next to you. So sometimes you want to keep the boss happy. Oh, every time you go, hey, here's a nice one, here's a nice one. Keep him happy. That means the boss, after the party, and also win a little bit of money as well. I'm sure it's
Our captain, Levi, right? And he's another champion domino player. Come over here, Rupert. Oh, there he is. You can tell by the domino on his shirt. Champion domino player. He's one of Barbados' representatives. We've fought all through the years to keep this place open, right? This center was built in 76. But from 1962, when Jamaica got independence, Jamaica formed an organization the following week. And then we started. One of our main aim was dominoes.
Domino is a nice thing, you see. You want to beat your opponent. And it's very good. Because you travel all over, you meet different people. People will wish you will never meet, otherwise you're away from the domino.
We've got fixtures, just like a football match. We travel away and they travel here. With the team we've got at the Caribbean Center, we've got one team now, which is the Merseyside Caribbean Center Domino team, which embodied everybody. Barbados, Dominica, Guyana, Jamaica, St. Lucia, and Trinidad and Tobago. Our two champions at the moment are two Liverpool-born West Indian parentage boys. We've got two English women. We've got people from St. Lucia, St. Vincent. It hasn't got an organization, but as West Indians, and they know domino, and everybody just joining.
You don't need no special teacher, you just look at the game and figure it out for yourself, watch the next one play.
I've been playing dominoes from I was 19 years old.
Seriously, from about 16 years old.
It's a very good turnout. We've got six tables, 4 to each table. That's 24 players, 12 from each side. So we've got reserves standing by. Also, Huddersfield have got reserves standing by. Like, if the first pair goes on, get beaten twice, we take them off, put on a reserve team. You play to 10 matches, and that's one set. So you play the 6 sets. You've got 7 dominoes. That's 6 doubles, from 1 to 6. But it says the very first game must be started with the double 6. But after that, you don't have to use double 6 as the start. They've got to match, either end.
It keep your brain steady because you got to think of what you're going to play. If you play the wrong card, then you let the man win.
Oh yes, you've got to be aggressive in domino. Yet at the end of the game, there's no one walking away not speaking to each other. Here's another thing you can do. You can play pick up. If you pass, you got to pick up one of the loose dominoes. That is the boneyard, and you would pick from that, if that is the rule that you're playing too. When you can't play, some people say, well, you've got to knock. Because if I can't play, I'll just do like that. But somebody said, I want to hear you knock louder, and I will knock. But, you know, this is when you know you've got the game won, then you just skip at them like that, and that's a pleasure you get out of it. You know, but we enjoy it. You know, it's real good enjoyment, good entertainment.
That's to intimidate or call the other players bluff
Well,
when you bang?
call a fella's bluff, really. Call a fella's bluff. Because if you hasn't got the domino and you bang, this fella might think that, oh, you've got the domino. But sometimes it's all a bluff. But at the end of the game, you still enjoy it.
I got loads of trophies in my house. Yes. Oh, I had loads.
From when? Dating back from when?
Oh, blimey. Long time.
Some members of this center join and come in and watch. Sometimes they sit down with us and play.
It's a nice game to learn. I play domino occasionally, but I go with the coach all over with the domino team.
For most people, it's a way of life. You know, they look forward to the trips, and if they can't go for any reason, it's really, oh, I can't go, I'm going to miss this trip.
Some members wouldn't go to the Caribbean Center at the weekends if Dominoes wasn't playing, because they're not drinkers, but they just go for the entertainment.
We are hosting the mid-season knockout this year. It's our turn, and the last time we held it, we had 12 teams, and we had a big marquee at the back of the centre, and people still talk about it to this day, because they said only Liverpool could do something like that.
When they come here, they don't want to go back. They don't want to go back. We got a very good Caribbean Center. Very good Caribbean Center. You know that.
Oh, well, I've had a great time.
I know I found out loads, you
Yeah.
know, just from this little short experience.
I know, it's amazing what's actually going on in the community, if you look.
That's all it is, it's about looking, isn't it? I think I might hold a little family game or a little friends game
Yeah.
one time.
Well, thinking about it, I can't remember the last time I played a game.
I know, it takes me back to my childhood.
Yeah.
But no, it's meant to be good for when you're in your older age.
Well, yeah, according to these guys, it is really good for you.
Well, we've seen the evidence, haven't we?
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if I could learn Mahjong though.
Mahjong,
It looks really complicated.
No, it's not that difficult. I reckon I'd pick it up. And
All right, yeah, well, you could play dominoes, but I had to learn Mahjong. Is that it?
we're not doing the little click.
Yay!
We like the end of the 18 one.
Dun, dun, dun.